Hear ye, you are gathered to another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, among others. If you're listening on iTunes, leave us a 5-star review. Links to all the platforms and the merchandise are available at ykWrestling.com. What merchandise, you ask? Merchandise like the shirt, the tank top that my co-host has on his body right now, or the one that I have on my body right now. Yes, we have options available at ykWrestling.com. And while you're there, you can see more merch like the Pro Wrestling Pro Choice shirts available there. More on that in a moment. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, giving you a taste of my thespianship. It's not a word. Joined by Ravishing Rick Rude. How do you do today, sir?
I'm well. I'm very well, sir.
Pinky's out. Yes, sir. Yeah, did that sound like Stewie Griffin?
A little bit.
Like, I was in the middle of it. I was like, yeah, I sound like that boy Stu.
Yeah.
Sound real like
yeah, I was kidding.
Hey, man, I'm good. Just came from Versus. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. So it's
yeah. We got
some things
first
to talk
stepper.
about. Yeah. Gotta in the spirit of smacking it raw, the cherry was popped today. Took my first ever bump. I will talk about that. But yeah, real quick, don't wanna linger on this too much, but we're not gonna have an episode title this week because 2 weeks ago it was a bad omen with the episode title, and last week there was another bad omen with the episode title. If you remember what the episode last week was called, it was called "Fuck Them Kids," and I thought about that the other day, and I felt, hold on, it's not funny. I thought about that the other day.
It's not. I just. Oh.
And I was just like, yo, that's really uncomfortable. So I don't think we're not going to end the episode this week. Yeah. So unless you've been living under a rock, like, I can't get away from it. RIP to all those people who lost their lives in Texas. Oh, some typical American shit. That's real. Some typical American shit. It's so bad that I read the headline for the first time, like as it was happening, and I didn't feel nothing. That's how I knew how bad it was. It's like you reach the point of being desensitized entirely because one, something like this just happened a week and a half prior.
Yeah.
Like,
Buffalo.
Unfortunately, it's going to happen again. It's just a matter of when. So how do you even feel? Like, you can feel the sympathy, you can feel empathy, but like, how do you don't feel anything towards the situation itself because you know it's just a matter of time. It's gonna happen again. Typical American shit.
This is just further proof that realistically ain't nobody really safe. You know, you got us, you got churches, you got the nightclubs, you got schools, like
grocery stores, concerts, movies. Schools on schools, shopping malls. It was one that happened in my city at the mall like 15 years ago. And that was scary as shit when it happened. That happened in my city. That was like the first time something like that happened. And I was affected by it in some sort of way, like directly. It's crazy, man. So like this, I feel like if you gonna be pro-life all the way. Like, don't half-ass
Yeah.
that shit. Don't put conditions on being pro-life. Like, we had a couple viral posts this past week on Young Kings Wrestling, and usually, and this is how I've gained like a good portion of my network. I would throw like my stock market referral links up under viral tweets of mine, and people will sign up, and I would get the free stocks and I would sell them bitches and use the capital to buy something else. So like, going viral has amassed a bit of my net worth in the past. So like, going viral, you ever see people used to post their SoundCloud links up under viral tweets and stuff back in the day, right?
Oh God, yeah. All
them terrible ass songs. But I digress. So like, posting a promotional link, like promoting something up under a tweet, has been a thing ever since Twitter introduced like that thread feature. That thread feature is only like 6 years old, but ever since they introduced that, it's been very effective in promotion. So therefore, we went viral a little bit. I threw the pro wrestling pro choice shirts links up under the tweet.
Yep.
That was on like Monday night. I seen like 3 tweets, like they didn't show up in our mentions, but like, because they was filtered out automatically because Twitter filters out shit like people opposing your stance on having pro-choice shirts. And a lot of people calling us baby murderers for selling a t-shirt, but I'm pretty sure they was quiet after Wednesday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, stop putting conditions on this shit. If you're gonna be pro-life, be pro-life all the fucking way. Because being pro-choice is easy as hell. It's like, does it affect you? No.
Like,
but do what you want to do. It's that fucking simple. We don't have to worry about putting conditions on being pro-choice. I mean, there are people out there, but like,
yeah, if it's not your life, it's not your body. Shut the fuck up about it.
Like pro-life, like y'all niggas don't care. It's only, why is it only pro-life before somebody's born?
Right.
Because after motherfuckers born, y'all just don't care. It's the same motherfuckers.
Like, survive on your own, I guess.
I wanted to be rude so bad though. I seen like Texas governor was in a wheelchair. I just want to call that nigga a whole bunch of names, bro. I want to be disrespectful so bad, but I thought like, damn, I could be in a wheelchair one day, so I'm just not gonna resort to that. That's low hanging fruit. There's higher hanging fruit.
Yeah, that's true.
For individuals like him, and it's better to reach for that. But I think we lingered longer than I thought on that one. It's depressing, and it gets so depressing that you just don't feel nothing. And yeah, unfortunately, we know how it's gonna go. Live in America, that's how it's gonna go. Until shit changes for real, that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, man. It's a damn shame, but
y'all stay safe, man.
This is America. Right. Y'all stay safe.
That's all you can do is just stay safe. Got me out here. I'm about to be running like Tom Cruise. Something happened to me. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to enjoy myself when I go places.
Facts.
It was just crazy. It was a shooting threat on my campus at UNLV a few years back. It was crazy. It was a threat against Black students specifically. I didn't go to class, not because I was scared. I wasn't scared. I didn't go to class because I had a midterm that day that I did not study for. So it worked out a little bit, but like, it still wasn't cool, but it worked out. If I was going to be selfish over that and stay home, that was a good reason. 2 good reasons. Got to take my test later on after everybody else. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. We watch wrestling. I'm rambling. I'm just rambling. We watch wrestling all week long here at YK Wrestling, and it's a big weekend of wrestling here in Vegas this weekend. Double or Nothing. It's tomorrow night. I seen that card got like 14 matches on it, bro. Like, what?
Yo, and Sue, like, I had to double check because I thought it was tonight. And this goes to show you, and we talked about this last week. Just show you how badly promoted this shit is, because I really was like lost as to when it was going on. because I saw the card. Somebody posted the card, so I could look and see like is it tonight or tomorrow night. I could tell you right now, like I might watch like 4 of these matches tomorrow.
I watch a couple. Like which matches did I hear about that I want? I don't even remember. MJF Warlow, I might check that one out.
Yeah.
Just to see the stuff with MJF because we gonna talk about MJF in a second.
Oh yeah.
You broke some news right before we went on, but
yep.
I don't know. Do I care enough about the main event? I don't know. Like
at this point, I don't know if what I think is going to happen would be a good idea.
I don't think so either.
Considering what I read earlier today about certain somebody, I don't think it'd be a good idea. I think you predicted this a while back. When Phil starts becoming Phil, the problems goes. I think this is that crossroads that they at right now. I don't know if y'all want to go down there.
I didn't confirm this because I didn't really care enough, but I did see somebody talking about how the Young Bucks went to bat for Colt Cabana to get him to resign.
Oh shit!
So like it may already be started.
Oh shit!
I don't know if that's true or not. I just seen a conversation about it, but I don't know. But like I got a couple positive things to say about AEW just from some stuff I saw on Twitter. Like I saw that TNT championship for one. They got a title belt in Laker colors. Like y'all sell a replica of that, you might be getting some money out of me, Pro Wrestling Tees. You just might. I don't want to say that too loud.
You ain't spending no money on us? Okay, we got you.
And listen, y'all gonna be like, oh, is that a challenge? It might be shit.
Tony talk about everyone else got bots. Where your bots at? Because somebody got a clip from last week.
Somebody got it when I said we weren't gonna spend no money. Right. I spent money on AEW one time. That was their first ever show. So like most of that went to the arena, and most of that went to whatever website we bought the tickets from.
About to say that's MGM grand revenue you talking about.
Yeah, AEW might have got $5 out of what I paid. So I paid $30. I didn't really pay that much for my ticket. So like,
I'm saying
y'all might get a couple hundred out of me if y'all sell some Laker colored TNT titles. Also got, listen, for the first time ever, the Young Bucks got a chuckle out of me. I saw them dressed like the Hardy Boys. I was like, all right, this is kind of funny. I seen when he did the V1 thing on the rope and fell. Like, dog, that's comedy. That's some funny shit. Y'all actually was funny.
Oh man, the fact
I did see old ass Gangrel too.
Like, yo.
It was like, damn, Gangrel's with the Hardy Boys for like 2 months, bro. Like, damn.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, okay, you got me. You got me a little bit. I'm still not watching that match because if you've seen one, you've seen them all with them two. So
right,
I don't care.
Especially ain't nothing at stake.
Right. It's like, for what? It's not like they haven't wrestled before. So what?
They never wrestled in AEW though. So.
Well, what's I'm saying? Like real AEW fans, they would know that. So I mean, you just doing it for the sake of okay, now it's under this banner. Okay, great, but I don't care, man. Like,
nah.
I keep hearing people talking like for the last couple of weeks about how Jeff ain't looking too good. Matt hasn't been looking good in a while.
5 years.
So like, yeah. So I mean, I don't know what we doing this for, but go ahead, knock yourself out. Just blow up the card even more. I mean, you knew the Bucks was gonna find a way on it, so it's not like that's a surprise. But
this shit about to be like 6 hours long. Y'all be talking about Mania was too long. Man.
I tell you, it's like we don't talk about that enough. Like everybody want to talk about the some shows that WWE had that go over. Every AEW pay per view is like it starts at 8 and ends at like midnight or 12:30. Like that's every single pay per view.
I was watching All Out last year. I was like, bro, it's 4 matches left.
Yeah,
Like damn, the matches be long as hell already. Like
exactly. It's like I get it. You want to give everybody some decent time. You don't want to have like some in and outs, but bro, you can't be giving everybody 10, 15 minutes
yeah, but
to run
some
shit.
people
Like,
matches, some people gotta have sprints because sometimes that's all they can do
yeah,
is sprints. Like you give certain wrestlers that either don't have any chemistry or just that's not their style, have them out there wrestling 15, 20 minutes. Like by minute number 9 is boring. So you mean to
right.
tell me I got to deal with another 10 minutes of this? Like, yeah, pacing the show is. I seen something about Tony said he was gonna pace the show around the game 7.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, what? Like,
oh my god.
like, bro, like y'all show is not as big as an NBA game 7. Like, don't even worry about it. Just put your show on.
Why even say that out of your mouth?
If I'm paying $50 to watch wrestling, I'm not watching anything else.
Right.
And if I'm watching NBA, like you can kind of guarantee, you remember them tweets. Motherfuckers watching the NBA is not watching AEW. And if they are, if they care enough to watch both of them, they're gonna put both of them on at the same time. Like it ain't nothing.
It was like I never forget this too, because since you mentioned that, the night Braun won that first chip in Cleveland, we had I was at my boy's house. We had Money in the Bank on one screen,
Game 7
in one room. Game 7 was on the other screen, so we could keep eyes on both shit that's going. Because I think that was the first time. No, it wasn't the first time. Cena and AJ had some match on that card, and there was something else going on. So we was like, yo, we gotta keep tapped in this both of this shit. So, but that's the thing. It's like you're either gonna watch one or the other, or you're gonna have both on. But it's like
it's 2022. Like we can watch both at the same time, bro.
Exactly.
Like this ain't like the 90s when you had to choose.
Right, and they wasn't impressed about it because Money in the Bank at that time was still like a B pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So
apparently it still is, but we talk about that in a moment.
Yeah, we didn't graduate, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, everybody out here, I seen the videos of folks, like all the shows, everybody look like they having fun. Yeah, if I would have went out there, I wouldn't have had fun. You niggas completely stripped all joy of attending certain shows for me. So like I wasn't going to nothing. Damn. It took 6 months for that. I was like, yo, I'm good being around y'all, man.
Yeah.
We be at Versus though. I was at Versus today, like I said. I took a bump for the first time ever. For the first time ever. On accident. It was not planned. It was like, I'm a photographer. It's literally what I was doing.
So you took a camera bump.
Yeah, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Out here, WrestleMania 25, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Something like that.
Shit.
That was good. Shout out to my boy Juicy for now, man. Gave me my first bump.
You sold it?
I did. I sold it. I hit him with so like it was a ring post spot. You know, dude push his opponent into the ring post and shit.
Yeah.
I guess I blended in with the ring post because they didn't see me. And y'all know who Juicy for now is. This dude is like,
it's a big boy.
He's a big boy. Like
yes,
three something. Maybe close to 4 something. I don't know. But this dude ran right into me, bro. Right into the ring post. I was like, oh God. Oh God. It was fun though. I was cool. I sold it for a little bit. Man. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, damn.
We need that footage.
Oh, the footage out there somewhere. I'm gonna find it. As soon as the match get uploaded. That match wasn't live on Twitch though. So like I didn't see it live on Twitch. But when I find the match, okay. I'm cutting that part up.
I'm about to say, like it's somebody got it out here.
No,
Okay.
they was filming it. The dude filming it was right
Oh,
on
okay.
me, so you can see it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Juicy, man. And shout out to all the Vegas talent who was on TV this past week on AEW Dynamite as extras, getting their ass beat by Wardlow. That was them. There was some folks that's gonna be on Dark this next week coming up. So we don't watch Dark, but I will retweet every clip I see. Everything I see about it is getting retweeted.
Yeah.
The show.
I watch a match, if I see some familiar faces. Not the show, a match.
Now, I won't even watch a match because last time I watched a match, it was bad because Dark doesn't have good matches. So like I watched that match, I was like, yo, this is terrible. I'm not watching this no more. I still support though.
Yeah, I watched Toa when he had a match on Dark. Culture Inc. I think had a match on Dark.
Yeah. Culture Inc. was on there.
Yeah, so I'll watch y'all matches, but that's about it. Because Dark is just a damn marathon of ridiculousness.
If I've ever taken a picture of you and your matches get fucked with on this show.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's bad, we still gonna be like, yeah, you was on there. I fucks with you.
Right.
There's a lot of bad wrestling on Dark, but 2003. What was you on this past week, man?
Woo, man. So the Zach Gowen nonsense over on SmackDown. Kane took his mask off, and now he in serial killer mode, which is actually better than I remember. Because I just watched the one where he ran through and just fucked up Tommy Dreamer, fucked up Rico, just like making a whole scene out of shit.
Tombstone Linda yet?
No, I think that might be the next. Oh no, the next episode is the JR interview. He set that motherfucker on fire.
Well, that nigga said, "You made fun of me, JR." Set that nigga on fire.
Right.
JR said, "I'm not making fun of you. I'm trying to help you out."
Yeah.
My God.
Crazy as hell. Like
that
traumatized me the first time I saw it. Like, why you set JR on fire?
Everything he did. Literally everything he did was traumatizing at 10 years old. Like, God.
Oh.
I was like, damn, this how they getting down. Nigga, Tombstone, the old lady, set the motherfucker on fire. Hooked Shane McMahon's balls up to some jumper cables. That was insane. Like, who the fuck? I want to know who thought of that. Like, whose idea was it to be like, you know what Kane should do? Set that nigga balls and electrocute him. Vince was like, God damn,
you know what?
Genius.
You know something? And that's exactly who I suspect. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. If we had, these awards much sooner, I would have Vince would have had to go on the list for worst father. Cause I talked about like the shit that I saw before.
Me and Meltzer would have been competing again. Like Meltzer would have been giving Tony Booker of the year. I would have kept giving Vince worst father of the year. We would have been competing. How long the streak would have lasted?
Oh my God! Because I talked about like before how he was talking about
Vince was a terrible father for like 7 years straight.
I swear, bro. So the one I saw this week where she was like sticking up for Zach and everything like that. Gonna put Zach on one leg and Steph in a handicap match against the Big Show.
Oh, the Big Show, yeah.
Big Show.
I remember that.
And I mean, he was like had her up, about to throw her outside the ring. He get up there and was like, no, throw her down by the ramp, make her feel that shit.
Bro, like,
but it's like it started off with he's cutting this promo where he's like faking like he really heard her out last week, like, oh, I see what you're saying, and then he goes talking about, oh, I know, I brought you with me, asked you to close some deals, stuff like that. This motherfucker said, I know I didn't physically do it, but it feels like I deflowered you. I'm like, bro, are you saying this on national TV right now? What's up with you? Like,
I beg your
yo,
pardon. I beg your pardon.
I was so lost. I'm like, yo, he was really doing this, and it's gonna keep going because they had that match at No Mercy, so this is gonna be going on for a good minute. But I'm like,
My thing is, bro,
oh,
if you didn't want her to have that job so bad, man, why'd you hire her in the first place? That's what I want to know, Vince.
$1 million question.
Why'd you do it? $1 billion question. You're a billionaire now. $1 billion question.
I will say though.
And then hired her back.
Exactly. I will say, Zach has got to be the baddest ass one-legged wrestler I ever seen in my life.
Oh, he was cold.
That motherfucker could move. I didn't watch a lot of the Zach Gallo stuff when that first dropped, but man.
Oh, that was my favorite shit on SmackDown.
This dude was it. Hobbling on that one leg and moving his ass off. Like, shout out to him. For real talk.
Like when he had that match with Brock.
Oh yeah.
He got his ass beat in front of his mama.
Yo.
Man, Brock was something else.
Brock went off on this dude.
But nah, when I was watching, this was a few months back. I was watching when Brock threw him down the stairs. So like you a couple months out from that, but
yeah,
that segment was really long and it was uncomfortable because I was like, damn, he's just bullying, and Vince is just showing the absolute fakest grief the whole entire time. It was like, Brock, don't do it, Brock. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh, and one thing I had no idea this happened. I watched Booker T win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that.
It didn't happen on TV. You won it at a house show.
No, it was on Raw.
Oh.
So they had...
Who won it at a house show, Christian?
They had, I don't know.
Somebody won it at a house show around that time. I think Booker T won it off of Christian on Raw. It's Google.
It was like...
Keep talking, I'll look it up.
But it was 2 shows back to back where like Stone Cold was out because they said he had food poisoning or some shit like that. So Bischoff was running the show. And then Christian had that match with Booker where they had the double pin. And Bischoff came out and was like, oh no, it's a draw. So Christian wins. Yeah. And Stone Cold came back the next week after Kane chokeslammed that motherfucker. After Kane chokeslammed Bischoff off the stage at the end of the show. And
that's the one where he
was like,
Tombstone Linda, wasn't it?
No. They had the world title match with Triple H and RVD, and then Kane popped up out of nowhere because Bischoff kept changing the match. So it's like the last minute, Kane comes out there and then chokeslam Bischoff off the stage.
I got my things confused because Christian and Booker T like traded it a couple times around that time. So like the house show Christian won, it was like a month after where you at right now.
Okay. Yeah. Stone Cold came out, starting the show off, had the ref out there, said, no, you can lose. Well, if you lose by DQ, count out, you lose the title, shit like that. And I think they restarted it another time because Christian's foot was on the rope and shit like that. But then Booker beat him clean. And I did not remember that shit happening ever.
It's the COB.
Not on TV, anyway. Oh, yeah. No.
He didn't call it COB yet?
No, it is, yeah. Because it was like right around the time that he brought the IC title back. So, yeah.
Cool, man. Where I'm at, I watched 02 again for like, I can't tell you how many times I've watched the year 2002, including when it was actually happening. Probably my favorite year of WWE. Like, that's not the attitude. It was dope. Like, I watched Vengeance. I told y'all like a couple weeks ago I was watching Vengeance. I finally finished that. Real quick, it was a backstage segment with Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan complaining about Eric Bischoff politicking his way into a general manager spot on Raw. Which, like, yeah, it's valid complaints. Because why this motherfucker from WCW coming over and trying to run shit? But
Bischoff politicking?
I agree. Like, if I was in the locker room, I'm like, nigga, Eric Bischoff coming in, what? But
Terrence?
Terrence and Richard.
Like, sir.
The two motherfuckers that should not be complaining about somebody coming over from WCW and politicking their way into a position. They the last two people. Especially Terrence, because 3 months ago.
I'm about to say, that was a year he beat Triple H for a belt.
Like, 3 months before.
Sir, what? What do you mean?
But I did agree with what they were saying. It was just the wrong messengers. Right message, wrong messenger. That's all it is.
Like, you the reason they don't have unions, you politics so bad. Like, come on, son. Like, nah, we don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
But then I watched SummerSlam 02 as well. What's up? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, there was one other thing I watched too. Thursday night, I went back and I watched Bad Blood, the first Hell in a Cell. I don't know why, but that was a really good ass match. Like,
I watched that a few months back. I was like, yo,
I don't think I've ever fully watched it from start to finish. Like, that one shit was good. I didn't know Sean was in there like cursing the cameraman out. I don't know what was going on there, but that and Kane might have the best debut all time. Like,
I think,
good, strong argument for it.
I'm trying to think, man. Like, no, I don't know. I don't know nobody. Especially, like, they gave him such a grand ass debut, and he was only supposed to be around for like 6 months. Yeah, that's the crazy part about it.
And I'm biased about it because it happened on my birthday, but like, it was just like, I can't think of. To come in, they talked about Kane is coming in, blah 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 beforehand, but we didn't know who or what it was going to look like. And like, he comes out here in the middle of this match between two goats. He gets in there, eye to eye with Taker, tombstones him. He broke the cage open and everything like that, and then
that's gotta be Kane.
Like, that's gotta be up there. Gotta be up there. It was fire.
Daniel Bryan once beat Randy Orton for the world title on my birthday.
Was it?
And then they reversed the decision the next night.
Yeah, I remember. I'll tell you, man, they did everything they could to drag that out to Mania.
Shout out to all the wrestling fans that still don't think that was the plan the entire time. But...
Oh yeah. Yeah, they got y'all good.
Shout out to you niggas that still complain about it too. Like why are you complaining about something that ended up happening anyway?
Because I mean, in hindsight, and I was thinking this during that time when they first brought Batista back. I'm like, you telling me he gonna win the Rumble and him and Randy's gonna main event Mania? That don't even sound right. Like, Batista been gone for 4 years. Randy being the main event is fine, but
yeah,
Batista just out the blue in the main event. Like, you gotta change. There's some change that's coming. Like, I didn't think that was ever gonna stick, but y'all was acting like, oh, they're not getting behind this guy. They don't give us what we want. Blah blah blah. Like, bruh, there's no way this is gonna stick. Relax.
I know this show is kind of slow paced, so I'm about to speed it up real quick. SummerSlam 02, I watched that. I remember last week I was like, I'm gonna watch Sean and Triple H. I ended up watching the whole show. Whole show was fire. Top 3 SummerSlam, top 5, top 3, whatever you're looking at. Ray and Kurt Angle, bomb. Edge and Eddie, bomb. Ric Flair, Jericho. Then we had
all hits.
Christian William Regal versus Booker T and Goldust was on that. All Undertaker and Test. Yep. That was even decent.
Yeah. Nothing missed on the
And
show. It was fine.
Brock Lesnar wins his first world championship. Brock the Nigga Slayer made his debut at SummerSlam 2002.
That's pretty much it.
It's a big fact.
That's pretty much how it goes.
And then some more news. I got an email. I think Thursday it was. I got an email from On Location. And On Location is the people handling the travel packages for Money in the Bank. I bought my travel package back in like February when they went on sale. The first day they went on sale. I walked out of my classroom to go buy tickets. That was a true story. And the email I got was saying that the Allegiant Stadium, it was moved from Allegiant Stadium to MGM Grand, where they used to do Halloween Havoc back in the day, where they did the first ever Double or Nothing. I was there too. So, apparently low ticket sales, which a lot of us were like, we was at SummerSlam last year and they ran the video package. They was like, they doing Money in the Bank in here? They doing Money in the Bank at a stadium? So even back in August last year, we was like, how is that going to work?
Yeah.
I know how it's not going to work. You do SummerSlam and you do Money in the Bank 3 weeks from each other inside the stadium. Like, it was always bound one of them shows probably going to move. I had a feeling. It's cool. Yeah. I like MGM better anyway.
Well, we
don't got to walk from the strip over to the stadium again. Like, that was some bullshit.
Yeah, and there's two things that, you would think WWE would keep an eye on. But obviously the ticket sales was one issue. But the other thing is that it's International Fight Week, the week ending of when Money in the Bank is going to take place. They're going to have a big show in Vegas. They always making a big thing out there. The UFC does it. So a lot of attention is going to be going in that direction. So you got to figure with a big crowd going there, it's going to be hard to get people into a stadium when you already got an arena going to big show. So that's something to keep track of too. But nice. Shout out to Koki Khan for like his equal attention posts.
Bro,
like he absolutely needed it.
Like that wasn't necessary. Because who cares?
I don't get it, bro. Like
I know Dana White probably called Vince up out there like, yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, so like he's sitting up there, it's like he probably already knew. It's like he's telling me about this you guys moving the stadium. Like, do you care? No, we don't care. Oh, okay, all right. I don't know why he told me, but
yeah,
it just happened. Like this motherfucker, he got that. You ever seen that Family Guy episode where Stewie said he can't celebrate his birthday on his own because Peter got to have his own cake?
Yeah,
that's Tony. That's Anthony. That's Anthony. Here's your equal attention cake, Anthony. Like, bro, promote your own show. I just finished saying I didn't realize Double or Nothing was tomorrow instead of tonight because of how badly it's been promoted. You said last week it ain't even no billboards up for the shit in Vegas in the city.
I was on the strip on Saturday last week, and then I was on the strip again on Tuesday. I was all right. I was supposed to work on a project, and my scene got cut, so like I didn't work on it. I did sign the NDA, so I still can't tell y'all what it is. But, it don't matter. So like I'm not in it. I'll still tell y'all what it is when I see this public. But I was on the strip this past week, seen nothing. I drove past Mandalay Bay where Dynamite and Rampage were.
Yeah. And
they had this big video board you can see from the freeway, and it shows like whatever events. I didn't see no AEW. I drove past T-Mobile Arena. Didn't see nothing on a big board. So maybe I drove past at the wrong time, or it's just nothing up there.
Sound like he focused on the wrong things.
Yeah, man, taking the wrong bumps.
Yeah, as always.
I took the right kind of bump today. Back was a little sore, but I'm good. And TV, let's talk about TV shows, man. We can talk about some wrestling. For real.
All right.
Watched This Is Us this past week. That was cool. I didn't cry as much this week, man. I shed like one little tear because it was over, but like all the real sad shit that was out the way already. So that was fine. Better Call Saul, that finale, well, it was like the mid-season finale. That's better than Breaking Bad officially in my book. And if you know me, I love some Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I'm not being a prisoner of the moment right now. This is better. Because it's more concise, I think. Like Breaking Bad was an event. But like I think the way I look at it is Breaking Bad is Kobe Bryant wearing number 8, and Better Call Saul is Kobe Bryant wearing number 24.
Shit.
Like number 8 Kobe was amazing. But like number 24, when he put it all together for real.
That was like
that's Better Call Saul.
Damn.
Like all them growing pains is out the way, and you have this story that's been fleshed out over the last 14, 15 years. And that's Better Call Saul. It's cold. If you ain't seen it, you missing out.
That's what's up.
You got 2 months to catch up. Y'all got 2 months to catch up. 57 episodes, not that bad.
I could probably do that. I mean, I did like the first 5 seasons of Walking Dead in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, like I watched the first 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. Like when I first started watching Breaking Bad, it was still on air. And it was in the middle of the first part of their 5th season. And it had like 3 episodes left. But that took me like 2 weeks to catch up to the 5th season. So yeah, y'all can do it. 57 episodes, Better Call Saul. What was it? Netflix, y'all can do it. Come on, Netflix. And then Obi-Wan dropped, so I got something else to watch for the next few weeks, next month. I got another show, so I'll figure something else out. I watched the first 2 episodes, and out of all the Disney Plus shows I have seen so far, Obi-Wan is already the best one. Well, until we get the Mace Windu series with Tyrese Gibson. Until then, they haven't announced that yet, but I'm speaking into existence. Tyrese is going to be cast as Mace Windu. It's going to happen. But yeah, Obi-Wan, we got a black woman in the Sith. The Sith have black women. Did y'all know that? They never talked about that.
Yeah, the Inquisitors.
Yeah, man.
If you if you watch some of like the other series too, like Rebels and shit like that, then like those characters are there already. So that was pretty dope to see them in live action. They doing that a lot. That's why I like these Disney shows, because a lot of stuff that was either like novelizations or like other shows before the merger, stuff like that, integrating that all into like the full extended universe. So that's pretty dope. Like Disney Plus is making some shit work. I like it. They're trying, they're getting it together. But the Sith, they got black women. They were right all along. Did Jedi have any black women? I'm not counting Maz Kanata. Well, if you count like alien forms,
I'm not counting Maz Kanata.
Because I mean, there's a couple of them. You know they black, but they're not human. Yeah. So it's like, because if you seen like either Clone Wars or the last couple seasons of Mandalorian and Boba Fett, Sasha. Ahsoka Tano. Well, Sasha, yeah, Ahsoka Tano. That's Ahsoka Black. Playing. Well, I mean Rosario Dawson playing her. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like
Rosario Dawson black.
I mean, you might as well. Like,
hold on, just Google it. I never knew that.
Either that or she mixed.
Rosario Dawson was on AEW. She ain't black.
Oh man, she might be. Listen, that was a TBS deal. That was a TBS deal, because I know she got another show on there with what's that show she does with Cody?
Go Big.
I think it is. Yeah. That was a TBS check. It was like, hey, come up on the show and we'll cut you some,
She's Afro-Cuban.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Which is what Cubans call themselves when they want to Reap the benefits of being black.
I'm about to say they want to say it, but they don't really want to say it.
Yeah.
So let me just get the proper verbiage.
Yeah, man. Obi-Wan's cold, man. I don't want to spoil nothing for you, but you remember SummerSlam 2019?
Yeah.
Finn Balor versus The Fiend. You remember when The Fiend debuted and Finn Balor was looking shook?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
It's something that happened that reminded me of that. But yeah. And big shout out to Jimmy Butler as well.
Oh yeah. That boy channeled that. He had the mirror face, bro. Like the exact same look.
Yeah.
You know it's over. You know it's over for y'all Boston Knicks.
Hey, man.
Y'all out of here. Y'all out of here.
I'll be back on here talking my shit. I told Vince and the Justins, we having a Zoom party if the Celtics lose. Whenever that happens.
Oh yeah. R.I.P. Bozo, right?
Yeah, big R.I.P. Bozo energy right here. I'm showing up to one of my biggest haters' funerals and make sure that nigga is really dead. As could be as soon as tomorrow.
Hey.
Yeah. And who you got, Tank and Rolly? I think the proper question is asked, like, what round do you have Tank in?
I'm about to say, because I'm like, that's all I'm thinking. Like, it can't go more than 7 or 8. So.
Yeah, I said 7. I wanted to bet on it, but I wasn't confident, so I was like, I don't feel like wasting my money.
Yeah,
I might throw a little bread on Rolly just to be sure.
Yeah, you can hedge it a little bit. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Everybody has a day.
Yeah, hopefully today.
This is delusional people out there that never thought that Canelo was going to get the business like he did. So I mean,
I did. I've seen him get the business before, so I knew it was possible.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
y'all just seen him fighting them cans now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know we fighting them cans. Hey man, let's talk about some more wrestling. We got 2 premium live events this week coming up, so that means we got 2 predictions to do. Yeah. NXT and Hell in a Cell. NXT in your house. In your house. 3rd edition.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but real quick, shout out to our producer from the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, Matt Ritter. I had to make sure I said it right.
Oh man, he ain't gonna like that pause.
No, I had to catch myself just to make sure. I was saying it right, but I was like, hold on. All right, that's the right one. Yeah, shout out to him for giving us some notes. As I was in the middle of typing these notes, I realized we didn't need them, but I'm not gonna let all that energy and time go to waste. So let's run through NXT 2.0 real quick. I got like half of those notes. We kicked it off. Idris Enofi and Malik Blade. And that boy Malik Blade came out there in a sweater vest and wrestling trunks. Like no swag at all.
Oh, dog.
It was all bad.
No.
Go watch it. Go watch it. I'm serious.
Oh, man.
But yeah. In a turn of events from tradition, Tony challenges Bernardo to a rumble in your house. It's a West Side Story reference there. Nobody got that.
Okay. I could dig it.
Tony D'Angelo, and like Tony was the Italian in West Side, and then like Bernardo was the. If you've seen West Side Story or read it, you get it. You know what I'm talking about. We got Wes Lee. That babyface arc is coming along nicely.
I like it.
This is the first loser in NXT history that I'm actually gotten behind. Did not fuck with Sami Zayn at all. Did not fuck with Johnny Gargano whatsoever. Bayley, didn't fuck with Bayley. So
I think it took me till like the whole thing with Ciampa started for me to like really get behind Johnny, because it was like
that got me behind Ciampa even more.
I love the heel work.
Yeah, heel
I
work's
was
fine.
like, yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to
I
him.
was like, I was rocking with Johnny a little bit. The
But
Marvel
yeah,
cosplay got me. I can't help it.
that was the coldest part about Johnny.
Yeah.
Because when the bell rang, you knew he was losing at the end of it. So, but yeah, shout out to rapper turned singer. You're a real one, holding it down for the boy until you turn on him too. You know that's better not.
Yeah, at some point.
And then we got a segment with the Diamond Mind. Well, it was Damon Kemp was on the phone. He talking to Roddy, and Roger Strong said, "You know, I rolled my ankle sparring earlier, so I'm not gonna be able to come into work. I know we got a match." And the Creed brothers was like, "Nigga,
what?"
The Creed brothers hit him with the house party.
Man, you smell something? I definitely smell something in my hair. I smell pussy.
Woo-wee.
So we're gonna see how that turns out.
That's bad.
And then we find out Nikita Lyons got injured. Unfortunate.
Man.
He was dragging that wagon and the wheel fell off.
Protect them yams at all costs.
Man. So she gets replaced by Tiffany Stratton in the women's breakout tournament. And Tiffany Stratton going on to the finals versus Roxanne Perez.
See, now, when I said I wanted, less predictability, I didn't want
Not
nobody
this way.
to get hurt. Yeah, I didn't want nobody to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad we have something that we like, okay, we don't, because Tiffany Stratton could win. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feature her a lot. So, like, we got a nice little toss up here, but I didn't want to see Shorty get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the way to go.
No.
So, yeah,
Partially
prayers up.
torn MCL.
Yeah. Speedy recovery.
About 2 months.
Got to protect those yams and those thighs and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? Got to get it all right.
It's free smoke on Toxic Attraction.
Amen.
Ran up on him. Everybody ran up on him this past week.
Yeah. For real though.
So with that being said, let's talk about it in your house. Because one of them people that ran up was Wendy Chu, running up on Mandy Rose, laying her out at the top of the ramp, taking her championship and holding high above her head. Wendy Chu, Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's Championship. Who you got?
Oh man, as much as I would love a swerve, I know we're not going with Wendy on this one. Mandy's going. It'll probably be a solid match too, because Wendy, like, as silly as the gimmick is, like, Wendy can go if you've seen her wrestle, but this will be a nice opportunity for a swerve, but it ain't coming. Like, if Mandy didn't lose in that Fatal 4-Way where who was it, Cora Jade and Kaylee Ray and everyone, if she didn't lose it there, she ain't losing it. Not here.
I think you're right. Wendy Chu winning isn't going to be a bad thing. I just don't think she won to dethrone Mandy right now.
It would be a great swerve if she did.
Roxanne or Cora. I think that's...
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going with Mandy too. Speaking of Roxanne Perez versus Tiffany Stratton in the finals of the women's breakout tournament. It says it here, but you know how they be moving matches off of the show and putting it on NXT. So let's just give a prediction right now, just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Roxanne because, like I said before, the obvious answer would have been Nikita if she was still good, but with that out now, it's like I think it made the decision pretty easy. Even though, like I said, it could go for Tiffany to win. She's the heel going into it, so it's like there's some safe money to put on it, but I'm gonna just stick with Roxanne.
I'm going with Tiffany Stratton via means of interference from Lash Legend. I think that's a good direction to go with this one. So that's all I gotta say. So for the women's tag team championships, Toxic Attraction versus Team KC, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. It's time. Let's pull the trigger.
I've been saying that they the best tag team that the women have in the whole company. So the fact that we took this long to get to this point is kind of disappointing. So not just pull the trigger, like hold that bitch down and unload the clip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need all the Toxic Attraction having the belt. They've had plenty of time with it. So yeah, I need y'all to like.
He didn't mean that in that way. So.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah. Strike that from the record. I'm just saying, like,
you know what he meant.
You know, yeah. Just do it and just make it happen and make it look good, because we've been long overdue for this moment. Is what I'm saying. You know,
a couple years now. So.
Exactly.
And I ain't never seen them show that fire like they showed too. They was hot. They was mad as hell.
Exactly. So it's like, if not now, when? Because
it's at that boiling point.
Especially since, you know, y'all talking about having a tournament for women's tag titles. At this point, you can just merge it all together and just make one version for everyone. Because
might as well.
Apparently they would call NXT women up to participate. So kill two birds with one stone.
Shit, might as well.
Right.
The fuck. Anyway, speaking of tag team championships, it's actually the only second set. It's still the third set, but it's kind of the second set of championships. Pretty Deadly versus the Creed brothers for the NXT tag titles. Pull this one too.
Yeah, because I didn't think that Pretty Deadly was just gonna come in and just right off rip win the championships like that. But I feel like, if anything else, this was just a detour to get to the Creeds. So I mean, there's not a reason not to do it at this point. Like, the boys are hitting. You know what I'm saying? Viking Raiders, War Raiders, whatever. They never lost to NXT. They just lost to the Creeds. If you didn't do that to put them over and get the belts on them, what did you do it for?
Yeah, I agree. And then Roddy can come back the week after and, you know, big hate.
Yeah, like exactly. They're going to kick him out at some point. So, you know, just speeds up the process.
In due time. And we got Cameron Grimes versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT North American Championship. Who we got in this one?
I need Melo 2.0. I need it.
I need an A champion.
Yeah, I thought it was nice that Cameron got his run, but listen, it's not meant to be long term. We got one A champion for a reason, and I still have a prediction that is gonna come to fruition. Damn it, come hell or high water, especially since I know what the result of the main event is gonna be. Like, let's not kid ourselves about that.
Yeah,
Melo is a heel, so let's just make it happen. I need Melo 2.0.
Rest in peace to all my ops.
And then our main event, Braun Breaker versus Joe Gacy. Braun is disqualified. He loses the title. They ain't doing it.
I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this. Like,
I'll watch it. I probably shouldn't put it as the main event.
Yeah, like, this is not doing it. Like, I'm not big on Joe Gacy, at least not in the main event scene.
Yeah, and
this whole program has just been so corny. So I'm not crazy. It's not believable. Like, you haven't made Joe Gacy believable enough to me that he would beat Braun. So it's like, this ain't even a prediction for me. This is a spoiler, in the words of Paul Heyman. Like, I already know what's gonna happen. Like, nothing else would make sense to me, unless you're trying to swerve, which would be a good idea either.
That would be terrible.
Yeah,
that might be the worst thing you could do is have Braun lose in any form.
Right. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Because I'm not here for that.
If it happens, I might have to do some reconsidering on my GOAT list. I know who my GOAT is. Like, my number one overall GOAT. Like, I got several GOATs, but you know who the one is.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might have to get if he do some shit, but I don't anticipate that. So we good.
If Braun is gonna lose to anyone, like I just said, it needs to be to the A champion.
Yeah. Who should main event and win the North American title? That's just me. That's just how I'm feeling.
I agree.
But Monday Night Raw. Let's I put these notes on here, and that's all I got. We can move on. We kicked it off with a promo from Matt Riddle this time. The best promo he's cut, I think, the entire time he's been since NXT. Like, he cut the goofy shit out.
Yeah.
Had some fire. Let niggas know, like, yo, I'm about to fuck y'all up. And I can fuck all of y'all up for real.
He is trained.
Yeah.
So that's a good point.
We get Riddle and the Street Profits versus the Bloodline. Sami Zayn teaming with his cousins. And his cousins left him high and dry.
Damn.
Big damn. But he honorary member now, Oos. It's official.
Crazy.
Yo, real quick, this happened on SmackDown, but Sami Zayn on the Kevin Owens show, it was fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
It was.
I'm sorry if this offends, because, like,
I don't care if it offends. Like,
it's
never
real good family humor, but it was funny as fuck.
They never do bad shit together. Like,
no.
their chemistry is impeccable. So I don't care if y'all offended or bothered, pressed. I don't care.
This dude called Kevin Owens Oos.
Right.
And Kevin Owens is like, no, the pause was the funniest shit ever, because Kevin Owens is like, nigga, what?
Did you what?
And Sammy was like, I did? What? Funny as shit. But
it was like, yo, I knew you was gonna start getting delusional again. Like, right. That's good shit.
It's crazy now. Sami Zayn is the bad friend in this relationship.
Yo,
well, how the turntables. Elsewhere on Raw, we get Becky Lynch is added to the women's championship match at Hell in a Cell. We'll talk about that momentarily. I'm not mad at it. I feel like a loss might have been better if we want to get more of that unhinged Becky Lynch and really get her to push that limit. She just go off. Sabotage the main event.
She's going, crazy. She's like, this is what Seth was doing when he started turning.
Hold on, real quick. What's up with that shirt though?
Yo, I have no idea. I think she was like channeling her inner Bowie. Maybe I don't know what was going on there.
I seen one of the dudes from Pretty Deadly said something about it because he wore the same shirt.
I'm about to say that's exactly some shit he was wearing. Yeah, no, man, I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know they American names. They changed their names from UK. Can't tell them apart now.
She was in Seth's wardrobe or something.
Hell yeah,
because between the two, that's how you know they're the perfect pair. Because like,
you think they just buy one outfit for a household, whoever
probably
wears it that day?
Probably, because I know Seth was saying like this whole thing with him and the crazy fit started because Becky hooked up with her stylist, and that's when they started like putting shit together, and then he been doing this with the crazy fits, and now she's going to the Seth Rollins school of delusional heels because she been bugging the fuck out ever since she lost the title. So it's like the two of them kind of just mirroring each other in terms of characters. It's good shit.
Yeah, man. And elsewhere, Hell in a Cell, we're gonna have a handicap match. Talk about that later. Because I want to wait to use it. But yeah. I want to wait to do something. But we got Judgment Day. They teasing who gonna join. Who joining next?
I don't know. They don't put so many faces up there now. Edge is a Twitter king. Like
Edge is saying anybody at this point.
It's like anyone from Paige to
Ciampa,
Ali, Ciampa, like even the sport, the potential like swerve of AJ or Finn. One or the other. Yeah. I think it could be one of them. Like one of them could turn.
I called it too.
Like it would have to be Finn because like
that's the one that makes more sense.
he's already got the whole like you got other persona, you got the demon stuff like that, so it just fits right in with the aesthetic. But yeah, I don't know if it's not Finn. I don't know who.
I seen he name dropped John Cena.
That's a good point.
And Cena's supposed to be coming back in a couple months.
Yo, I saw somebody on here talking about how like are we headed towards John Cena Edge at SummerSlam? Let me tell you,
next month actually is when he's supposed to be coming back. Yeah,
if we get John Cena Edge SummerSlam, I'm booking my ticket tomorrow. Cause
I might have to be in Nashville.
Like I'm not. That was the feud
I missed it
throughout middle school for me.
Yeah, big facts.
I never missed the episode of Raw. I never I followed that from start to finish. That was my shit. So
big facts.
Yeah.
Y'all can book it for Money in the Bank though if you want.
What's to say? Like,
I'm already going to that one.
If it's gonna be in Vegas, it's gonna be in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I seen Jerry Lawler and Veer. King almost got his old ass cooked.
I want to know what demographic y'all are surveying that makes you so confident that people want to see Jerry Lawler on screen for even 10 minutes at a time? Like, who asked for that? It's not like he's on commentary. It's not like he got a reason for being there. You just putting King on screen just to have a mic in his hand and talk.
That's because they can't bring Big Show and Mark Henry back for those spots no more. So they had to resort to King. I could have brought Titus in to do that.
Honestly, like anybody. You could there's interviewers that you have already that if you would, because it was what was it? Veer, right?
Yeah.
You could have just brought any old interviewer out there, the Irish dude or Charlie or whoever the fuck. Like
Charlie been gone a couple years.
No. There's some other girls named Charlie,
it's like
that, right?
It's like four blondes, and I can't tell them apart.
I could have sworn that one
it's
of the
like
blondes
Sarah Schreiber, Mackenzie.
Sarah.
There's another one, and then whoever the girl is on NXT, which might be one of them I just named. I don't know.
It's one of them guys. It's something with a C. I don't know what the fuck. But you could have had one of them. There we go. Yeah. You could have had one of them come out and do the same thing that King did with, less of all this pomp and circumstance for a dude that we don't care to see anyway.
I guess they thought it would get us sympathy.
No. Hell no.
Like, we're not sympathetic towards Jerome.
And I talked about his commentary back in 03 was cringy.
Bruh. No. Wait until you get to I don't remember what year. It was towards the end of 03, I think, or it might have been early 04. Whenever Kobe Bryant's trial was.
Oh God.
They was saying some shit on it. It might have been that summer. I can't remember. I gotta find it. I posted a video on Young Kings Wrestling a few years back when I was watching. I will find it, and I will find it.
I just watched the part on Raw where Tess pulled up on Trish.
Oh man. On
some shit, and so Kevin jumped in the middle of it. They had a match, and King is on there talking about, she's wearing this outfit with her puppies out, and you expect us not to talk to him? Like, wait, what? What are you talking about? It's like, okay, again, so you wearing like, so what you saying, bro? You expect us not to look like?
Yeah, King was on some shit.
The day someone said some shit about him, the day he has a speaking out moment, I'm expecting.
He has a speaking out moment. He already has one from decades ago. It's Googleable. Go Google that shit. I'm telling you right now. Go Google. Go Google the SR term in Jerry Lawler. I ain't gonna say it on air. You know what I'm talking about. Go Google that shit. It's out there. He got accusations. He got news articles. And I know this is off subject, but so do Taz too, if y'all don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I will Google if you don't know. I will Google Taz and Tanner.
Oh. How did I forget about this?
It's Google.
How the fuck did I forget about this? Wow.
See?
Eesh. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can check that Taz one out too.
Oh man. Damn.
No, that Taz one is egregious.
Good Lord.
He was in my company. I would have fired him. Find out about that. Paul Heyman not. Luckily, Paul Heyman, I don't think is a religious man because he ain't seen heaven anyway.
I'm about to say, like, he done fucked up plenty times.
So let's talk about this Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
You got one Hell in a Cell match, and it calls for it. They haven't announced any other ones, but there's only 4 matches on the card right now. I can anticipate more matches being added. We'll talk about that in a second. But first up, Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. Who you got?
Oh man, I need Kevin Owens to snap out some more, so Zeke got to win.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Zeke. Actually, if I was booking this match, this is how I'll have it go. I think everything I just said blended together. If I was booking this match, here's how I would have it go. Had to enunciate. Ezekiel, I will have Kevin Owens about to get the win. And then something happens. He hears a guitar strum. And he just turn and look at the entrance like, no. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah. Are you shitting me right now? He's like, no. He just start going off. And then, like, Zeke rolls him up and gets the win. Because that's what he kind of been doing the last couple of weeks, rolling folks up and getting the win. So
yeah.
I would do it again. And like Reek said, Kevin Owens going a little bit more unhinged.
I need that.
You need it.
It's good TV.
Kevin Owens going unhinged. I said I need it.
I said I need it.
Indeed.
Big facts. Next up, we got the almighty Bobby Lashley in a handicap match because it was supposed to be him and MVP on Monday.
Yeah.
And whoever won got to pick the stipulation, and MVP won by disqualification. And he said, we're going to have a handicap match. So it's going to be Bobby Lashley versus MVP and Omos, a.k.a. Nickzilla, a.k.a.
Big black nigga.
Who you got?
They got to win. They got to win. It's not going to hurt Lashley because, they're obvious. But, this is about building Omos over with MVP. About you want to make the split the right way, and it's going to be a whole lot of Lashley going ham on everybody, but the numbers is going to catch up. MVP going to do just enough for Omos to get a little advantage, and he got to win in the end. So I like that. I like this pairing. So this is going to be like a good first step for him in the right direction. So, we do this right. Who knows? We got a potential best big man that we've had since, I don't know, Big Show, maybe.
I'm trying to think now. Might be Show.
I'm say because Khali wasn't it at all.
Nah,
he
Khali was slow.
Tall. He was just tall, like that was it.
Yeah, probably since Show.
Yeah,
Matt Morgan wasn't that bad.
He wasn't, but
and
they
TNA.
didn't like. I'm about to say they ain't gonna do nothing. TNA, he got some good run.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I like Omos too. He athletic though. Like he can move on some Undertaker, Kevin Nash type shit.
Yeah, like we haven't even really like scratched the surface with dude yet.
And he be talking to Kevin Nash too. So
there we go.
That's all you need right there.
Like if there's anybody you want to draw from, it's definitely Kev. Inside and outside the ring.
Yes. Big emphasis on outside.
Yeah.
Like not all wrestlers can take, that constructive feedback from Kevin Nash and apply it in ring. But outside the ring, every single wrestler can listen to every word.
Any wrestling fan listening to this that's never heard the term favored nations clause, look that up. Him and Scott. Brilliance. Pure brilliance.
Up here.
Yeah.
For the Raw Women's Championship, we got a triple threat match. Bianca Belair putting her title on the line. And Asuka is in that match. And Becky Lynch is in that match. And this is going to be match of the night. I don't care what other matches are added.
Yeah.
Because Bianca Belair doesn't even have to be pinned or submitted to lose her championship. I don't know if y'all knew that about triple threat matches. Not like they ever mentioned it before.
Yeah.
The champion doesn't have to be pinned. Who you got?
Indeed. Well, listen. We already know what time it is. That belt ain't going nowhere. I wish they would put this in the cell, honestly, because so far we only got one. I mean, if you're gonna have the gimmick pay-per-view, give it at least two. So put this. We haven't seen a triple threat in the cell since Cena, Punk, and Del Rio. And that was like 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, give me another triple threat in the cell. This could be fire if you did that. But I'm with you. This is probably going to be match of the night anyway. If the main event isn't, which they'll probably give it a run for its money. But yeah, they'll tear this shit up. And I would say Becky probably takes the loss here. I think it's kind of. I don't think it serves anyone any good for Asuka to take the loss here. So I think Becky can take it and keep it pushing. And like you said, this will
unhinged Becky
further that descent into madness, which whoever's next for her it would be perfect. So yeah, make that happen.
Agreed. And then what should be the main event? Excuse me. We got a Hell in a Cell match with Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. Battle of the lisps. Both of them got lisps.
I do notice it with Seth a little bit.
Like Seth is really low key, but Cody, it's like he's trying to cosplay his daddy. I ain't never heard of a genetic lisp before. That's crazy. Who you got in this one?
Oh man,
I know who we should have, but
right. I didn't think we were still going to get here with this, but I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking it's probably still gonna be Cody because, I was of the mindset that Seth wins at Backlash, and then we set up the grudge match here, and then it would be easy. But it's like, damn, Seth is gonna drop 3 in a row. I could see it because it's obviously, like we said, since Cody been back, the presentation is just telling you they didn't just put a rocket on him; they put the whole space shuttle on this man, and he just going straight out. But I'm like, damn, Seth is being generous if this is the case. 3 in a row. This is Triple H with Batista. Mania, Backlash, Vengeance, Hell in a Cell. It's the same exact thing. So, and that ended in Hell in a Cell too. So it's kind of that same path we taking, I guess. But no,
that makes sense.
I can't see a scenario where at this point, Cody does all that just to lose a big match to Seth in Hell in a Cell, because that would be falling into old habits, and I don't think we're doing that with Cody this time.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Cody, but I'm gonna just say I'm tired. I'm a little tired of Seth Rollins putting everybody else over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get it, like you being that guy, he's that guy. He doesn't need a championship, but damn it, I want Seth Rollins as a world champion. It's long overdue.
Well, we were supposed to get it, in January, but then, Roman had COVID and threw Brock into the match and all the plans got fucked up.
Which everybody took that man's title shot.
Yeah.
He still ain't got, because like he didn't even get the title off Roman and he won.
Right.
Like y'all doing my boy dirty. Yeah, I think Seth needs to cause a little. He a little too nice. He being too nice about it.
Yeah, man. This ain't cool.
Like once they added Brock to that match, I would have been like, hey, bro.
Yeah. Even when it was a fatal 4-way, they were still gonna be like, you know what? Seth can run with it. Then Brock shows up and it's like, nope. Plans changing, homie. And the Rumble was like, yo, you got a legit argument. You got a legit case right here. So you're not gonna say, hey, motherfucker didn't obey the ref, choked me out, got DQ. I can't get a ring. You can't run it back. Nah, that's definitely too nice, especially for a heel. You definitely be too cool.
For it to go on 7 months now?
Yeah.
Like you've been getting hold over for 7 months. Yeah. When did he win that ladder match?
Had to be in December. Sometime in December.
It was before that. It's Googleable.
I want to say like probably the beginning of December.
I'm gonna Google this right now.
Yeah, because
while we on air.
Because I know it was
recording.
I know it was after Survivor Series, but I don't know if it was like immediately after or like the first week. I want to say it was like
the next night after. It had to have been the next night after Survivor Series.
Because I know they didn't have nothing else going on. I don't even think, did they do TLC?
It was a month before Survivor Series. October 25th.
What?
2021. Seth Rollins won a one-on-one WWE championship match, and he has not gotten a one-on-one championship match since in 7 months.
He won that match in October?
In October.
It ain't no way.
So for the last 7 months, he's been getting hold. He got hold by his boss.
Yeah.
His boss didn't even tell him who he was facing at the biggest event ever.
Yeah.
I've been doing my boy dirty.
I'd be like, yo.
I'm back at his office on Monday morning again.
Like, listen, you got to tell me what's up. We got to run the ones. I'm sorry. This is outrageous.
At this point, Seth Rollins is my pick to win Money in the Bank, and I wouldn't even be mad at it.
No, not because like the talk. We were saying Cody all this time, but I mean Cody gonna be fine regardless at this point.
Yeah,
like give that shit to Seth. We've only had one, two, technically two, but really 1 2-time Money in the Bank winner. And from a match standpoint, that was Punk. Yeah. And we did everything to scrape Punk out of existence, so why not give it to Seth?
Yeah, go with that. But these aren't Money in the Bank predictions because like my stance can change later on too. Because I got an idea for something they should do with Money in the Bank, but that's contingent on Cody winning. So until Cody has that briefcase, I won't reveal that. But hell is up. We good. Money in the Bank coming up 4 weeks. Yeah, I need to find out where I'm sitting. I knew where I was sitting at in that stadium. That's cool, man. I can just sit there for WrestleMania.
Y'all got first dibs on the seats, right?
They said they're gonna transfer them to a comparable spot. and my shit better be comparable.
Right.
Because I got my ticket in a specific area on purpose. So I'm gonna need it in a similar comparable area for real. Don't put me on the other side. I wouldn't be mad like they fucked around and gave me ringside seats and shit. Like I ain't gonna trip on that.
Oh no, hell no.
But so it's like I was wondering, is the seats comparable in like on the seating chart or are they comparable in price? Cause I bought stadium seats in like 100 section, which is like $400. Like $400 in MGM, I would assume is like ringside. So like,
yeah,
y'all give me some ringside seats. I'm with it.
That'd be lit.
We'll see. I'm gonna contact them and see. I need to know.
Right.
Cause y'all got me messed up. WrestleMania. I'm hearing WrestleMania 40, excuse me.
Y'all might as well. Shit.
I'm hearing WrestleMania 40. So
do that.
That's 2 years from now. Which I've been saying
time.
that, but like y'all might as well do it, man. It's because there hasn't been a WrestleMania in Vegas that matters ever. So
yeah.
Probably the worst WrestleMania ever was in Vegas.
It was the worst. There's no disputing it. It was absolute ass on a summer day. No. Trash. Complete trash.
It was terrible, brother.
Yeah. And that was just like the cherry on top of a bad show. Like it just everything was terrible.
Yeah. But we have reached we've been on here for the grip, goddamn. I told you the show was terribly paced like the first however long. But we here though, we made it to the end. I feel like SpongeBob and that SpongeBob meme. We here, man. Let's plug our socials. We can get up out of here so everybody can turn their Spotify off.
Yeah, man. Y'all can find me at RickHavoc24 on Instagram, on Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour, talking sports and entertainment. Every platform where you can find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and the video versions up on YouTube. Did some content just a couple weeks ago with my cinema crew, talking to Nightmare on Elm Street. Next weekend, I'm trying to shoot a new episode. If you're good on Screen, let me know.
Maybe not next weekend, but we want to do it not this upcoming week, but like the week after, at any point during the week, we could probably make that happen.
All right, cool. So if we don't do it that weekend, then I'll probably do another sports episode. I mean, we got finals coming up, everything like that. So yeah. I haven't done a sports episode in a minute, so I gotta get that up too. But I got
every higher power. Every single higher power that exists for Heat Warriors finals, please.
Yeah. Set that up.
Just get them motherfuckers out of here. Don't even let them think they got a chance to win another one. No, we're still gonna have the same amount when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, is it my turn?
Good. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my bad. I'm the thespian TC Fontaine. You can follow me at tc.fontaine on Instagram or FOY Photo 702 on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter at TC Fontaine. You can follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling, except on Instagram because they some hoes. I might have to reach the services of a hoe to see if we can get our page back.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Seen that.
Oh, also, shout out to Charlotte and Andrade. They got married. Yesterday.
Hold on. Let me make it official. Shout out to Charlotte and Andrade. Yeah.
Nice.
Big facts. I seen you sent the picture of Rey Mysterio.
Yo. That brother looking his age right
Big.
now, man. Woo.
You definitely look like a man named Oscar now.
Oh,
I seen
man.
that picture. He was looking like Mr. Fuji, man. He had the gray beard and shit.
I'm telling you, man, like that mask be doing wonders for him because I don't know.
It's
Take
crazy
that
though, because
off,
Rey
man.
Mysterio, like he probably got the best life of all famous people because he could take the mask off and go in public and ain't nobody gonna know.
I swear.
He could throw a hoodie on so he don't look as buff.
Yep.
He good because like a bald 5'6" Mexican man gonna blend in.
Hell yeah.
So like he got the life. I can't imagine being a basketball player in public. You know how many people ask you and stop you and be like, "You play basketball?" Like, nah, man.
Yeah.
I feel like every tall as fuck person I see, I assume in my head that they play basketball. I just don't go up to them and ask them. So imagine how many people per day just go up to tall people and ask, do they hoop? So I'm glad I ain't super tall. I ain't tall at all, but I'm glad.
Big facts. Yeah, man.
I like blending in.
Real quick, I'm gonna take 30 seconds on this. We did mention the whole thing about MJF. He
forgot to talk about.
He no-showed FanFest, and security told fans that he wasn't answering his phone. And apparently, the talk is that he's been like isolating in the locker room and backstage. There's a lot of heat. So the fans got some refunds and stuff like that, and got offered a spot for a different wrestler. So just feed into the frenzy about him and the rift in AEW. But also, this just came up. Samoa Joe also no-showed FanFest, which is unlike him. So hopefully everything's cool and it's not an issue. But that just popped up. That's why I had to mention that real quick.
Man, I seen that nigga Joe at Dre's last night. He was probably just hungover. I saw that. No, I ain't see Joe at Dre's last night. I don't go to Dre's. You can't go. I don't go to Dre's, bro. I seen a video inside Dre's one time. Everybody standing shoulder to shoulder. I was like, nigga, that look uncomfortable. I'm good on that. I don't care who's there.
Can't do it.
I don't care who's there. I'm not going. Y'all be like that, like for motherfuckers that. That was for like DJ Esco. That's for Future's DJ.
Right.
And y'all imagine if Future himself is in here. No, I'm good.
It ain't going down like that.
Because if something go down, I'm gonna have to jump off the top of the building. I don't feel like doing that. I'm good. We can stay out. I can listen to Future from the comfort of my house. It's
facts.
Hey man, if y'all made it this far, we appreciate y'all for listening. I know we've been rambling and talking for a long time, and I don't know any. This is what I do. I go out of my way to like find platforms where I can speed up the playback because I don't be wanting to listen that long. I'm so serious. Like YouTube. That's what I love about YouTube. I watch videos, like I'll be trying to watch like informational videos, but like the person talks so slow. I'm like, man, turn this shit on 2x speed, man. It cut the video down in half. Like,
there you go.
So 2 birds, 1 stone. But yeah, if you made it this far, appreciate you. And we'll be back next week, man, with another one.
Another one.
TC Fontaine, Wreak Havoc. We gone. Gone.